Twitter Earth 2 everything update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashie. Hello, Dashie. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below. Super chats as well. All right, Omi is finally up. It has been a couple of days since that has happened. Omi was down for the last 2 days, up about 1.1% today. It was an amazing day for the markets. Tesla up almost 3%. Twitter, the outlier, up about 22% on the news that Elon Musk will be buying it. Currently, there is, I think, 29 billion that Elon Musk has by himself. There's another, I think, 7 or 8 billion or 20. There's another, I think, like 12 or 13 billion that have been raised by outside investors. So there is, like, I think, a $7 billion shortage that he might have to come up with somewhere. Not sure if other investors have pulled out. Why this is good, and I'll get to the rest of the markets. The rest of the markets did amazing. Actually, let's go to that first. The rest of the markets were up by about 3%. S&P, the Dow, and the Nasdaq were all up today. But that being said, they had a lot of help, like I said, from Twitter and from that. The other things that we did not outperform is the Bitcoin, which is up 3.6%, and the price of Ethereum, which is up over 3%. But if we're looking at all of the futures for tomorrow, the futures are down. So we are currently outperforming the S&P, the Dow, and the Nasdaq for the futures. Again, on the day, it was just on the day they were up, I think, 3 or so percent. Anywho, why this is good for Twitter is because Elon Musk is very, 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 very much so against bots. Very much so. I don't think he's going to have everyone KYC. I don't think he's going to have everyone do that. But because, and this is major, major conspiracy theory Chavez here, David has teased SpaceX. David from David Yu has teased SpaceX a plethora of times. 2 of which this year, very recently. Once with the SpaceX hat, the other with the SpaceX water bottle. He's touted them on Instagram many times. He actually has, I think, a Pokemon. He's got a Mew card and a Blue Eyes White Dragon card that have both been to space. The only of their kind. I don't think any other ones have been to space. But anyway, what is very good about that is that if Elon takes over Twitter and he's really cracking down on bots, I feel like that can set a precedent, whether it's over in social media, Web 2, Web 3, even in Washington, saying, oh, hey, this is something we really need to do. Whether you're Nike, whether you're Nintendo or Veve, every single person is lobbying in order to get bots away, to get the snipe bots away, because it affects everyone's business, affects their market, it affects their bottom line, goes against a bunch of terms of service. So that being federally banned, I think would be a very good thing. How can you tell? There's always going to be people that are going to find ways around it, but this would really help curb it. Outside of that, other news during the day, we have Hero announcing that they have a $13.8 million card thing over the next unlocking the multiverse chapter 1, going from Matt finished Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, Supergirl, Cyborg, Martian Manhunter, Hawkgirl, the Joker, Harley Quinn, Sinestro, Darkseid, Black Adam, Poison Ivy, Lex Luthor, Black Manta, Catwoman, Batcave. In the locations, we have Batcave, Gotham City, Arkham Asylum, Apocalypse as seen on Death of the New Gods, Metropolis, OA, Atlantis as seen as Aquaman, Krypton as seen in Man of Steel, Skartaris as seen as Convergence. The covers, Action Comics #1, Detective Comics #38, Showcase #4, Crisis on Infinite Earths. This list goes on literally forever. Like I said, there's 13 million of these cards, so a lot of people are worrying if that's going to really, really flood the markets. If that's the case, what happens to these cards then? What happens to the San Diego ones? I'm not 100% sure. Are they going to have exclusive NYC ones? We shall see. Both Recur, which their pass is, I think, down to $80 or $85, is both them and Hero were at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know if they're going to be at New York Comic-Con. I will start getting there. It's a little warm in here. I'm going to go open this window here. Hello, Dashie. Okay, there we go. I don't know what we're going to do because I am very, very limited on time this week. I'm going to go there tomorrow at New York. I might put location on and just tweet about it where I am, just people want to stop by. If you're not there, I might do that several times. I just have a bunch of meetings, a bunch of other stuff. I'm only actually going to the con Thursday and Friday. I have a bunch of other stuff to do on Saturday and Sunday. I might not even be there. Crazy times. Anyway, moving on here. We have the Bond 007 60th anniversary. A lot of people are feeling a little they just feel a certain way about this because even though they are posters, posters typically don't do that well, and there are 7 of them. Now, there aren't crazy, there's not 5,000 mints each. There are about anywhere between 1962 and 1971 editions. They are $40 each, so they're really not crazy. But there is an additional 8th drop called Thunderball Danish 1 sheer poster, and the only way to get that is that it will be airdropped to holders of all of the posters. So you do have what's for $280 to spend. That's if you get them all on the drop. But again, a lot of these might not be got on drop. A lot of these you probably only have to put in maybe a little over 200 instead of 7 times 40. It'd be 280. So instead of that, you might actually maybe put in like 220, 250, give or take, because people they'll want whatever ones. If they don't get it, they'll just hunt for it on the market. But you will get a specific airdrop. So obviously there can only be, let's say, 1,900 of those that can ever be created. Most likely there's going to be maybe a couple hundred of them. I don't know how many people are gonna get all 7, because again, you have to spend a couple $100s in order to get that. It will be airdropped. The snapshot will be taken on Thursday, October 20th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's not the only thing that they're airdropping. When you do have was it Marvel? So for the Veve Rumble competition, I forget who won. I think I went over it the other day. But you do have a couple of people that are getting a golden trophy or a bunch of trophies for this. They're 3rd place. You get a little bit of Omi because you get 65% of the pot for first place, 25% of the pot for second place, 10% of the pot for third place, and then the winner's board does go to 6th. So if you haven't made, I think it's too late now in order to go on there, but these are pretty much going to be one of ones. The additions are going to be 1 per winner, and there's only 6 of those. So that's just going to be bananas. That's something that you don't have to have really fast fingers for, something that you don't have to get a whole bunch of things for, and you collect, let's say, all 7 versions of Marvel Mighties or all of the Marvel ones, all James Bond ones, whatever. It is, and the license is Veve Investments. So this is, when it says license Veve Investments, that is I think that's different from the Veve logo, and I very bullish on these also. This same thing as Pokemon cards. And I might do a whole different thing on them because there are Pokemon cards like Pikachu Illustrator. That is the first one. That is the top of the top grail. And they have illustration competitions all the time. And most of them go for, 4 figures, 5 figures. But you have that Pikachu Illustrator that can go for, millions of dollars. Adam also faced with a super chat, $20 saying, "Are you going to the haunted house this week? I heard it's spooky." I do believe that is a reference to Brock McBlockchain. I do have had a Discord notification before. Let me go to the Feesh's announcements. Brock McBlockchain at 5:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time said, "Hey everyone, I'm still trying to figure out what happened with those pumpkins. Oh, I don't know. I hope nothing else happens with them. Please be careful. In other news, the Feesh city has found itself a new development. A very large house has been located. I've sent a scout ahead named Gus to make sure everything is safe. If he reports back that it's all good, then I'll activate the portal to go explore the house. It may take a few days before we hear from Gus. If we don't hear back from Gus, I may just open the portal." Very professional. "Hope you're having an awesome week so far. New portal soon." So I'm pretty sure that's what he was referencing because there's new development. Brock McBlockchain had also tweeted. I don't know if I have it here. I had something else on the Twitter. Nope, there's the other thing. Did I really not go and screenshot that? I could have sworn I did. I feel like I screenshot a bunch of his stuff so I can read them on this, on my updates. But there isn't. I'm an idiot. But basically he said that there is a haunted house coming, and I'm not sure when. But that haunted house is going to be pretty legit. Can't wait for that. Anywho, the Veve license, Dr. Rip Sidwell, that is a Fairly Odd Parents reference. If we go to the Veve logo and we take a look at that license, the license just says Veve. So if you take a look at that and you see my number 41 on there, but the license just says Veve. The brand is Veve Logo Collection. The series is Veve Gold Silver Logo. But this is a different license entirely called Veve Investments. So that's really, really interesting. Like I said, I think this one's going to be a hell of a grail. I didn't even try. I'm very creative in lots of different ways, but that type of thing I am not creative with. It's just that there's a game called Advance Wars and then Advance Wars 2, and they probably have a third and fourth and so on. where you can make it comes up with a bunch of crazy different maps. You have, land, sea, air, all these amazing vehicles, and it's war. You're a commanding officer of these armies, and you can, if you wanted to, you can make your own pieces of land. And I am just not good at it. I am straight up not good at it. So yeah, let me move on here from that. I will make a whole other video pretty much based on this golden trophy. Moving on. Marvel Entertainment. I did make a post about this over on Twitter before, but they go on and say, in collaboration with Marvel, fans will be able to experience one-of-a-kind activations and promotions from partners at the Marvel booth for Comic-Con, including a closer look at Marvel Premium digital collectibles and more from Veve. That is literally the first bullet point. I don't know why this is going to be so light, and I gotta make it a little darker. Literally the first bullet point on there. And this was tweeted from Marvel. Marvel has 16.1 million followers on Twitter, on the tweeters. So this type of marketing, I don't think we've seen before. I think it was a part of their contract that every time we had a major thing, Marvel did have to tweet it. I don't think Disney did, but Marvel did. And this is the first time that I think they did it across all socials. Let me just go on Instagram and check, because I could be wrong about that. But let's see here. Marvel, it was 10 hours ago. Oh, yeah, literally. It's on there. It is the ultra rare that they're giving away. And they have 66 million followers on the Instagram. So I actually have to go share that. I didn't share that. Oh, I can't share it. I can only send it? Oh, what the fudge? How do I... No, how do I enter to win? Okay, no. All right, well, I'm going to heart it, and then I'm going to screenshot it. And then I'm going to upload it to up to my story, I guess. Story. Okay. Yep, you. Okay. Your story. Okay. All right. There we go. We're good. So moving on from there. Obviously, that's a really big one. Yay. Oh, no. That was it for the macro news. Inside the rest of the news, let's see what we got here. Jason Cologne says, Omi Burn, Marvel, New York Comic-Con 2022. The con exclusive drops at this rate. If they sell out, will burn 786,897,106 Omi at the current price. So huzzah for them for being able to burn 750 million Omi this week if everything sells out at this price. And that's not including secondary markets at all. So like I said, super excited. There's a couple people that have bought partner statues recently. Go to the partner statue Twitter. They'll give you a link to the Discord. You will be able to get a link to the Walt Holders Telegram chat. And if you want, go there. That's really fun. There's other stuff. There's other stuff. Wow, there's really not too much news today. Oh, there it is. From Brock and Blockchain before. Saying, PSA, there's a free virtual haunted house that is nearly here. Look out for the official, I get it. Official link once it's ready. For those who complete the haunted house, there will be a gift that will come in the future. You won't need a Feesh, but you'll need a crypto wallet, MetaFox, etc. He needs MetaMask to enjoy it. Same thing. If you hadn't played that 2D metaverse, you get free NFTs, like for getting certain. I don't know if it's from completing it or for getting certain, from going through all the dialogues. That's all you have to do. It's a really good game. It's really fun. I would say go do it. You can speed run it and do it in like 10 minutes, which is wild. For others, it could take well over an hour. Go through all the lines of dialogue, but again, more and more coming. Moving on. Insider 16. Yep. Pretty much Immutable X saying he's cute. It is Immutable X has been commenting on pretty much every single one of Veve's posts, and I do not believe that is a coincidence. Anyway, I'm going to X out of a bunch of these things. Oh no, I forgot. I forgot the other thing I was supposed to. I can do it right now, real quick. It's not a huge deal. I'm gonna head over to a buddy of mine. Not Graham Stephan. He's I've never met him. But we should talk about Credit Suisse, and I will go over this in like 5 minutes before, and it starts off kind of bleak, but it does end really not so bad. He does say that 600 billion, what Lehman Brothers held in assets when they crashed and took the economy with them. 2,800 billion is what Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank control in AUM, 4.6x more. Credit Suisse is at a critical moment now, says the CEO. What lies in store for the world? Ram7 continues to say the stocks of both banks have suffered an absolute rut so far in the past year alone. Their stocks have fallen by more than 40%. It's a lot of stocks, to be honest. Deutsche Bank went from $12.30 to $7.40. And we have Credit Suisse, which went from $9.83 to $3.92. Graham 7 says, however, most of the recent interest arose due to a story from ABC Australia, which reported ominously that a major international investment bank is on the brink. Although the reports didn't specify any names, the rumor is that they are referring to Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse's credit default swaps, the CDSs, costs have hit the highest level since '08. I think that is pretty noteworthy. CDS is essentially an insurance purchase against a potential default. And when they see the big short, that's pretty much what it's about. Even without the underlying issue, such a rumor can quickly become a self-fulfilling prophecy as panicking clients start withdrawing their money. Unfortunately, their CEO's recent statements have calmed investors' nerves. At the moment, not much is known about the reason behind Deutsche Bank underperformance. Currently, they are trading at 0.3x. Book value and concerns have been raised earlier about the exposure. Basically, him and Andre Jick have been making videos saying like, hey, this is really bad. But I went over it with my friend Dan. You go watch that podcast with me and Daniel Hardwick. He is my mentor. He's the reason where I am in life today. And basically, he said that the consensus is that they default. But the consensus is usually wrong, and I believe they are too big to let fail. Could be wrong, though. And he says, late bears just got pummeled, usually a contrarian indicator when the sentiment gets that bad. So I go and I respond, I'm kind of confused because markets are acting positively to the Nord Stream pipeline fiasco and Ukraine attempting to join NATO. It seems like a lot of worrisome news, yet the markets and crypto have been rallying the last few days, which continued today. And he said that's when it's time to pay attention. When the market reacts positively to negative news, that means the negative news and impact is priced in. We often don't find out why we bottomed, if we bottomed, until months later. Could we have bottomed? Many don't think so, but I guess it's already possible that we already did. Anyway, sorry for going on for 17 minutes. 17 minutes. Let me get to the comments here. Come on, ask me anything. Whoa, we got Mr. Planet Profit. Saying, who's first? Me, of course. Thank you for smashing that like button. Says, metadata is awesome. Metadata did start coming out yesterday. Super excited about that. Mr. Planet Profit says, Burns will rock. Oh, speaking of Burns, there was one thing else that I hadn't gone over here. It was Foster Hilt saying, I love my Veve light and merch, and I'm proud to rock them in my videos and on a daily basis. But the question remains, when Omi light a Comey? And Brockman Blockchain goes and says, you'll see the light of the burn from space. Super excited. Moving on. Justin says, Veve took all the 2-digit mints of the New York Comic Con drops. All of them? Are you sure? I feel like they didn't, but, let me go and check, because I don't want to, it's easier for, I'm not calling out a liar, it's easier for me to take on, those who doubt you if I go and just verify for myself. So let's go in and take a look at all of the stuff that they have. Okay, Medium article for all the Comic-Con stuff. It should tell us in here. I feel like they wouldn't do that, but there's no way they take the first 100. So, Justin, if you could go and tell us where you saw that, because I'm not seeing that in any of these updates here. No. It's just that it may take a while. But yeah, Justin, I'm not seeing that they took all the 2 mint. Comment down below or message on Instagram where you saw that. Mr. Planet Profit says, interesting, the reasons. Justin says they took like the first 200 of all of them. Is this new? If someone can message me that, I haven't seen that yet. Mr. Planet Profit says under 41s now available as prices. I mean, there's again, that's going to be few and far between. It really won't affect the 41s at all. Just says, I hope so, sub 100s. Planet Profit says, I thought, said never see the light of day, but oh well. Yeah, Alex did mention that. Alex did come out and apologize, saying, hey, I was wrong about this. It's not my intention to be wrong, especially about things like that. So hopefully that gets corrected in the future, where, they're 100% sure before any of their marketing team speaks. Bill Gardner says, no more sub 41. There will be, but it's just going to be very, very few and far between, once in a blue moon. Wes says, Big Daddy Randy time. That is still one of my favorite nicknames. Shout out to K Collections for that. Bill Gardner says, just found out yesterday I'm a whale on Veve. Top 500-ish wallets. Get that bread, Bill Gardner. How much do you have, collectibles-wise, between collectibles and comics, but also specify the amount of collectibles and comics? I'm very curious. Don Gwen says, Mr. Planet Profit, David talked about talking to his competitors on a Zoom call. Then right after he talks about the companies merging, seems like Quid is hitting up all of Veve influencers for a reason. They've been asking me to make a video for several months. I never did it. I think Kay and Dan Lee, and there's a couple people that did do it. Obviously not everyone is retired like me. Not people, they want to get their monies made, and I can't fault them for that. I just won't do it because I don't believe in the product like at all. But if they can get paid, why not? YOLO. We got Me Home, $20 super chat. Smash that like button, everyone. Free way to support the channel. Yeah. Thank you, Me Home, for the $20 here super chat. Okay, moving on here. What was I? Okay, where was I? We got Don Gwen's Miss Potter. Oh yeah, I just read that. Oh, Stephen Freeland says Judge hit number 62. No, he didn't. Get the fudge out of here. I feel like. Wait, hold on. Didn't he do that alright? Aaron Judge. Oh wow, yeah, 20 minutes ago. He did it. I think somebody offered $2 million for that. I don't know who caught it. The Yankees at home today? Where are the Yankees playing today? They are... Oh, they're in Texas. RIP. None of my friends are there. Yeah, so they do be in Texas though. I gotta... Yeah. I know I have a hat. I got a Yankees hat. A military hat. Where's my... Yeah. Well, the fudge. Where did it go? I swear I had it here. I'm not... Oh, had it? Okay, well, I can't find it right now, so I guess it doesn't matter. But shout out to him for that. I would want to wear my hat in support. Steven Friedlander says candy NFTs. Oh, that'd be great. Dude, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup NFTs would be super fantastic. I also really need to take my Comic-Con tickets. I have to really make sure I remember these, because if I were to forget them, that would be really, really bad. Okay, moving on. Miss Potter Prop says, oof, congratulations, Bill. Bill, I love you so, I always will. Sorry, it's a great song. Bill Garner says, yeah, I would have thought I was farther away. Yeah, I'm curious to see how many you have. Omi Child, what's going on, man? How you doing? Miss Potter Prop says, yeah, Don, I'm not sure what's going on. Bill Garner says, another 300, and I'm in the top 250 wallets. You can get that by just buying a bunch of Lokis. Buy a bunch of the cheap stuff. The Mermacornos, Unicornos, the Tobys, Kripkins. Crypto Insomniac says, hey guys, what's up, Crypto Insomniac? How you doing, fam? Hope you're doing well. Bill Garner says, probably because a lot of whales sold out for Omi. Also true. I mean, even Kay did that. Kay sold pretty much everything for Omi. I do feel a little sad for him that he's, doesn't really have any collectibles left, but I mean, he's going to be getting that Omi, and he's probably going to reach 100 million. It's a fudge ton. He could actually have $100 million in like 5 years. Bill Garner says, I missed the first part. Is Elon back in the deal? Yes, he is. Darth Chaos says, hello there. Oh, General Darth Chaos. Don Gwynn says, did you see the audio recording of Twitter Spaces on Veve FanBam channel? Don Gwynn. I was the one who recorded that. Like that was me. I was doing a live stream. It was like a 9-hour live stream. And I forgot that Veve FanBam was doing one. I meant to get off beforehand, but like an hour had already gone by. I was like, so I decided to stream her live stream, like Cavell, usually does. And then I was messaging her. I was like, hey, we're streaming your live stream right now. And then she started streaming our live stream, and it was crazy. It was wild. But at the end of it, at like the 3-hour, 57-minute mark, it was on Twitter Spaces. I held up the phone for like 30 minutes, and I felt like Loki when he was falling. He's like, I've been falling for 30 minutes. He was so salty. I was doing that for a while. My arms were getting tired. But it was on Veve FanBam's channel. It was re-recorded and uploaded to her channel, but that was me. That was all me. We have that because of me. David talks about Veveverse. There might be a live showing of it in November. Yeah. Something I'll ask him about this week when I see him at the con. I hope I see him at the con. I'm only going 2 days. Steven Freelander says David has enough money to buy a ticket to the moon. Yeah, he could send stuff there if he wants. Then it says, will Veve peeps find a new platform if Elon buys? Why would they? Veve is the... Oh, if Elon buys Veve? I was gonna say, if Elon buying Twitter is, I think, very, very good for us, because just him being super anti-bot is very, very good for the space at large. What's up, Omi Pandas? It's evening. Hope you're doing well. But if Elon buys Veve, again, they wouldn't sell. Like, there's no way for Elon to buy it, right? Like, it's not a public company. He can't get the shares. I mean, I know David and Dan own like 98% of the company, maybe 95. You know, there is some other parts of ownership split out, but it's very, very small. They own most of it. So maybe if Elon buys out the other people that own a tiny fraction of it, it still doesn't matter. That would be great. Be like, hey, Elon, let's say if they're worth $2 billion, which I think they're going to be worth a bit more. We'll see time when they do a cap raise. But if they do oh god, hiccups. But if they do a cap raise, and let's say they're valued at $2 billion, and Elon just wants, like, I don't know, let's say 5%. Let's say a super small amount. Okay, well, 1% of that, $2 billion is 20 million. So give him $100 million, which is a fudge ton of money. And then, yeah, Elon owns 5% of this. That's going to be the easiest, one of the best investments that Elon can make. Speaking of which, X.com is going to be accelerated now, as he buys Twitter. So yeah. Ruxar says, Omi, yeah, hope all is well. What's up, Ruxar? Yes, cats. Cats will get adopted. I will give out cats at some point to responsible owners. Bill Gardner says, people got to realize you need a lot of wall coverings when you have your own cribs and metaverse, hence posters and artwork. That's agreed. Walls are going to look very, very bare. They're going to look very, very naked if you don't have them. So these posts, again, a buddy of mine that has like 130 Thor posts. Let me see how much he has. I'm sure he's told me before. I know he's told me before. Via the text message. Oh God, we've messaged so much. Well, be advised, back in, what date was this? September 10th, so last month, Big Bad Buckeye had 1,798 collectibles, 152 comics, and he had 152 sets. I'm pretty sure he's got more sets than that now, but he's the one that has a fudge ton of those, what are those called? Thor posters, because only like 500. Yeah, what is it? 186 of them. Jesus, man. He's got a chokehold on that. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna look at this. Go to my full sets, because I know I have one. And he's, why does he have that? Because out of like the 1,000 that were supposed to be minted, only like 534 were minted, and the rest of them, they were either burned or they were sent back to Marvel. I don't know what happened with them, because they weren't redeemed. And the same thing is going to happen with Black Panther. Guarantee it, except that this time. All right, remember in Phantom Menace, we'll get back to that in a second. Remember in Phantom Menace where they had hit they were trying to go through the blockade. It was also, no, a blockade is perfectly legal. They were trying to get through the Trade Federation's blockade, and they did, but they had like a power leakage. They were losing fuel, so they had to repair the ship and refuel, and they couldn't make it to Coruscant. So they're like, where do we go? And Obi-Wan's like, hey, it's Tatooine. It's small, out of the way. The Control Federation has no presence there. Who's it controlled by? He's like, oh, it's like, who's it control? And then the black dude is like, or he's like, it's controlled by the Hutts. The Hutts are gangsters. You can't bring the prince, or you can't bring the queen there. If they discover her, then Qui-Gon's like, it'd be no different than if we landed on a planet controlled by the Trade Federation, except that the Hutts aren't looking for her, which gives us the advantage. So I know that was a really long road to walk down to get to this point, but when you have Thor Love and Thunder, which was like an AMC promo, right? It was a Marvel Studios Love and Thunder promo, but it was, you could only do it is a promotional drop from Marvel. Oh, it was Cinemark. I thought it was AMC. I'm an idiot. Disregard, guys, because this next one is Cinemark as well. Um, and I don't know which one's going to be used more or not. Because again, it's out of 1,000. It's 1 out of 1,000 of the Black Panther NFTs. So it might be the same. Maybe about half of them go. But anyway, it's got 100. Jesus, man. And what's the floor price? Is 274. Kind of thin. Maybe I should get another one. I don't have a crazy mint number. I have a mint number 787. Aircraft. Super chat coming in from Aldous Havley. What's going on? How you doing, fam? And speculation on selling Veve. No one talks about them selling a Comey. If Disney bought a Comey and became. So Aldous Havley says speculation on selling Veve. No one talks about them selling a Comey. If Disney bought and used a Comey or bought and Omi became the Disney dollar. My guy. We're gonna go on the bed for this one. Okay, let me move that over yonder. Okay. If Disney bought a Comey and started using Omi as like, oh, you can use Omi to pay for your Disney hotel and do this, and gives it that type of utility, my guy, Omi would like 6x in a week. Like that. That's basically saying, hey, here's Disney bucks. Everyone and their freaking sister, mother's, aunt's, cousin's former roommate is going to be using that. Especially the Disney fanatics. And again, there's been zero marketing done. So maybe like you would think that all of these Disney stuff would really be wanted by the super fans, but it's just there's no marketing yet. Again, the Facebook Disney fanatics has like millions of people on there. And no one has made any posts about this. It's wild. So yeah, we shall. But yeah, that would be. Oh, we would 6x overnight in this bear market, and the burn. Oh god, the burn. Oh, using that. Could you imagine if you could use that not just for your digital collectibles, but could you imagine if you use that for buy the popcorn bucket, buy Disney merch, and if they said, if you use it, you get like a 5% discount if you use Omi. And then when you use Omi, another 5% of what you use gets burned. Disney could, dude, if Disney did that, they would be making money. They would, oh my God. If Disney wants to add billions of dollars to their balance sheet, I need to make a whole video about that. Like, I'm talking billions and billions of dollars to their balance sheet. I need to. You might have just did something. Hang on. Like, what could they do? Like, what? I feel like it's. Anyone ever watch Mars Attacks? Where Jack Nicholson, absolute fantastic movie, absolute amazing actor. Where he has this like heartfelt Oscar moment where he's talking to like the head Martian, and he's like, Earth and Mars. What could we do? What could we create? Like what? Oh my God! What could Disney do with an extra couple $1 billion on their balance sheet? Maybe finally get 100% the rights to Spider-Man for the movies. Maybe they could. Just I don't know. I don't know. That would be. I mean, and so we know that Omi and Veve are separate companies, and the Veveverse will probably also be a separate company because they're not going to want to have this in New Zealand. Like, if the Veveverse is not a separate company and if it's in New Zealand, I quit. Like if the Veveverse was going to be based in New Zealand and not a separate company, I would sell everything. Obviously, that's not the case. They're I don't know where they're going to have it, but that will be a separate company. If it wasn't, I at that point I would have quit because like why would you want to be in like the strictest laws ever? But David and Dan have been very vocal about them not selling Veve. I'm not sure if they've been vocal about not selling a Comey or the Veveverse. And what happens to, let's say, Feesh. Like, Feesh has a partnership with a Comey, but Feesh does not have a partnership with Veve, as far as I know. what happens to the partnerships with the Comey? I'm so curious about that. And where's Mumbot? I feel like Mumbot's had a partnership for a while. Come on, Mumbot. When the Mumbot drops, maybe for DesignerCon in Anaheim is when we'll see. Been trying to get on the podcast for a while, but yeah, that Jesus, that was a crazy idea. I forget where I was going. Yeah, Elon wants 5%. We're valued at $2 billion, and he gives us $100 million. Cool. Take 5%, Elon. Hell, take 5.1% because you deserve it. Owen Panda says, evening. Yep. All is well. Yeah, so Bill Gardner, what I was saying is he's got, I can't believe he's got 180. That's insane. For you to have 100, and that was 186 editions back in September, on September 7th. So let's say 534 divided by 3. He's got over 30% himself. My God, man. So let's say it was a 0.35. Yeah, he's got 35% of them himself. Absolutely wild. Absolutely bananas. You'd be damn sure people are gonna like. What would you rather do? Would you rather rent something out for like $1 a day, or $10 a week, $10 a week or $1, whatever, and do that times 100, which is nice. That's insane. Or just buy you something for like $500 versus renting it out for a little while. I don't know. I'd rather rent it out. Derek Morris says, Randy, when Omi to $1? I think that most likely it'll be later this decade in 2 more bull runs. Obviously, this next bull run in 2024, 25, 26. It's going to be good. And I think it's possible if there's major announcements, if we're on all the necessary exchanges, if by 2024 and that Bitcoin halving happens and we're out of the recession, let's say 2 years, we're on KuCoin, Kraken, Coinbase, Binance, and we're on all of these amazing exchanges, and we become a meme coin, and there's FOMO, and there's amazing marketing, and it's just, once you get to 3 cents, 5 cents is right there. Once you get to 5 cents, oh, hold the 10 cents. All the people, all the nerds, we're gonna hodl 10 cents. You're gonna get that. Like, all it takes, like, it might not even be from Veve. It could be like it could be somebody like Lark Davis is notorious for this. Jake Gigon, notorious for the same thing. Someone will pay them to go and support that. Like, it doesn't even have to be Veve. It could be somebody. He who shall not be named, let's say, goes in and says, I want to pump my own bag so I can dump on everyone. Let me pay these guys, $50,000 and $80,000. Let's say $100,000. So it pumps, so I could sell my like 800 million tokens, or 5 billion tokens, whatever. I think that is very, very feasible. I think it's very, very doable. And when that happens, the people that were bad actors that wanted us to, really go down and burn a lot, they're going to want us to do the opposite. They're going to want us to pump to the heckin' moon so they could sell and get out and go on to another project. I think it's possible that it happens in 2026. Do I think it's likely? No, absolutely not. It's most likely not going to happen in 2026. Most likely it would happen to wait until the next bull market after that, where we do have another halving in 2028. So I would say 2029, maybe 2030. But yeah, I think by or before 2030, we get to $1. So it's this decade. Darth Chaos is 100% Bill. Does says we got to get ourselves in the metaverse to personalize it. Agreed. And there's going to be metaverse kids. The metaverse children, I don't know if I'm 100% on board with. We'll see. Mintalox says, what's up, Randy? Hope you had a good day, my fellow Veve friend. What up, Mintalox? I'll see you on Thursday, I believe. I think you're going there on Thursday, right? I like it. Buddy of mine got a wire transfer from Veve, 10% fee, obviously, but very nice. Justin says, mostly Dashy. Gotta love Dashy. Crypto G's message was retracted. Adam Awesome Face, thank you for the super chat saying, are you going to the haunted house this week? I heard it's spooky. Ooh, the fudge. It is. It's only 8:55. It's really early. I would say if Brahma Blockchain puts the haunted house out this week, I might try to check it. I'm so pressed for time this week. Maybe on Sunday or Monday. I'll be able to do that. I would I would say, yeah, I'm so maybe not this week, unless I'm doing like a video and doing a live stream with whoever, like Foster Hill and whoever else I see. We're supposed to have Wet Wizard Vivi there, but he's not coming to New York Comic Con. I wish he would, but I'll see him at DesignerCon. Maybe I'll live stream it if I'm on my tablet, and I'll show you on my phone. Omi Panda says, "I'm spooky. You spooky. You totally spooky, Omi Panda." Yeah, yeah. Bill Gardner says, "Yeah, Brock has been crushing it. Might be one of the best NFT experiences ever. I mean, he is even talking about making his own beer, dude. That man is my hero. Like everything that I love: animals, Feesh, NFTs, investments, and beer. Like I remember I forget what comic book it was, some X-Men comic where they're doing like a training exercise, and everyone has these like deep thoughts. Cyclops is just like, I have to do this to protect the people I love. Like the total angstness of it. Kitty Pryde is just like, I have to prove myself if I want to be X-Man. Like and then as everybody's thinking in their thought bubbles, Wolverine's like, I really like beer. it's just it's funny. Um, but yeah, I love that. Justin says Brock is the Hank Schrader of the blockchain. Yeah, that is a very big compliment for those that have not seen Breaking Bad. Such a good show. Will Garner says it's catch 22 for you right now, because if we had land and crib first, we'd be all like, "Where are the NFTs, brah? Can't even fill up one room." It's true. Kind of like Earth too. We have a ton of land. We have a ton of whatever. Not a ton of NFTs there. It is on the blockchain though. Bill Gardner says in Earth, we're all starting at vacant land and no NFTs. In Earth too, yeah. Get them soon. Aldous Havas says, "Evening fam, had to heat up some cider to keep my bourbon warm. Oh, sounds so good. Sounds so good." Bill Gardner says, and with cornucopias, I'm just staring at a JPEG of a land and a JPEG of vehicles. Brock beat them all with 2D metaverse, with prizes and humor. Love it. Yeah, he's an absolute champion. He's a hero of mine. Justin says, I saw the mint amounts on the app. Let's take a look. See here. Let's go through the drops. Can you still see me? You can still see me. All right, Marvel. Well, they're actually, they're taking 190. Wow, of the, because yeah, 2710 out of 2900, but it doesn't say that they're taking. It doesn't say that they're taking all the 2 mints. I think that would be ridiculous. They're taking 190 of them, and let's say the diamonds are forever. This one. They're taking 90 of these, but yeah, so they're taking 90 from 1881 to 1971. So they can't take the first 100 if they're only taking 90. So yeah, I don't really see how that would go. Anyway, moving on here. Me home. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Saying smash that like button, everyone. Free way to help support the channel. VV Monster says, Kay has me nuts with his Omi predictions. Just made it to 45 million Omi. To the moon! You made it to 40. I didn't know if Kay had 45 million, but if you made it to 45 million, get that bread. Just says, what do you think of VeeFriends physicals? I'm I'm more bullish on VeeFriends than I am on Hero or Recur or anything else except for Vivi. I think VeeFriends is going to be absolutely insane. The fact that they partner with Macy's, something that everybody loves. Like when Green Day makes a song about you, it is a Macy's Day Parade, night of the living dead is on its way. Like when Green Day makes a song about you, you made it. So yeah, partnering with Macy's I think was a very, very good thing. Everyone's mom loves that. Everyone that's where a lot of older people went shopping years back. Even now, so I would say. Great choice on the physical. If Gary V has his VeeFriends, again, that's his only thing. That's his only thing that he's doing. Well, I don't say like he's doing a bunch of stuff, but getting a toy maker really quickly. I guarantee you, we get. I would really want like it would be best if we had partnered with like Lego. But even if we don't get, and if not Lego, then let's say Funko, and if not them, Mattel. But I really want Jazzwares. I really want like I don't know. Call me old school, call me old fashioned. I really think taking care of your own and taking care of like your friends. Take care of your friends. Friends take care of you. Most likely that I don't know. And I guess yeah, we could have partnerships with all of them, but I think you should really only have one toy brand to partner with. And the reason I think this is because we already have so many partnerships. We already have so many um, things that we're partnered with, but we just don't have the like we have Labyrinth, we have Jim Henson's, we have the Muppets, we have Monster Hunter, we have so many cool things, but we don't have them yet. Why? Because they're just we have so many. It's hard to serve so many masters. If you get Lego and Funko and Mattel and Jazzwares, it's just like, dude, um, how do you serve all of them? You really just want one. And obviously Lego would probably be best, but if we don't get Lego, I really hope we skip everyone else. We'll skip right to Jazzwares because I love Jeremy Padower. I think he deserves it. And also, he's going to take care of your project. There's a story. I don't know. I think it's Bill Gates who, when they were refueling his one of his aircraft, the guy that was refueling it didn't put the cap on correctly. He didn't, and they were leaking fuel, so they had to go back. And the kid's boss was like freaking out at him, like, how could it be so dumb and be so stupid? You're gonna go out there and you're gonna tell him what you did and you apologize and you hope he doesn't kill you or whatever. So the kid goes out, apologizes profusely to Bill Gates. I think it was Bill Gates. And Bill Gates says, you know what? You made a mistake, and it was a big one. And that's how I know that you'll never make that mistake again. So every single time I'm here in my private jet, I want you to be the one to do the refueling. I want you to be the one, nuts and bolts, do everything. And as far as I know, never had that problem again. Why I'm saying that story is because I think that, if you're, let's say, Lego, the number one toy brand in the world, maybe you don't take as good care of your relationship with Veve as someone like Jeremy Padower would, who is still really freaking huge. Number 4 is nothing to sneeze at. But they're going to take that opportunity a lot more serious. And they're friends. They know each other. So they're really going to, take care of it like their own. That's another good reason. That's my pitch. And maybe I'll tell David that if we have time at Comic-Con, if I can get him alone for a minute, he's going to be swamped. If he's, I mean, so yeah, it's gonna be insane. Moving on. Bill Gardner says 161 collectibles and 552 comics. Nice. I have kind of the opposite of that. Let's see what I have: 510 collectibles and 140 comics. Most of those are Alligator Lokis. And Marvel Now .1s, the first appearance of Kamala Khan. As a Pine Pop says, "Rip, my battery died." No. Lester Suarez is actually 5 million Randy for the 62. Sheesh. Wait, 5 million what? For the 62 what? What were we talking? Oh, for the number 62? Oh, so there was somebody that offered 2 million. I guess somebody offered 5. Jesus. Some lucky fan in Texas just got paid. I really hope they know what to do with it. Howley says that's a lot of comics, Bill. It do be a lot of comics, though. Omi Panda says, "Girl, I love you so." I'll always reference that to Dahmer now. LOL. Dahmer's a really good series. I finished that the other day with a buddy of mine. Smarty Pants says rank 130-ish for me. Almost 900 collectibles and 700 comics. My heckin' day. Smarty Pants, I'm pretty sure you have it. But yeah, the Tesseract the Eye of Agamotto, and then this scepter, really important. I think the Marvel Mighty is really important. I think all of season 1, especially sub 100 of season 1, very, very important. Yeah. Moving on here. John says, good evening, Aldous Havley. Lester Suarez says, I have a little more than 300 comics. Needed to sweep $2 floors to reach a bill. That's true. Should just do that. Bill says, nice try. Or nice, Smarty Pants. Aldous Havley says, just in. You going to Comic-Con? I'll be there Friday and Sunday. I'll see you there Friday. I'll see you there Friday. Woo, woo. Justin says, where can we find you, Smarty Pants 187? Yeah, where can we find you? Aldous Havley says, hope you're well. Bill Gardner says, those are all AF-15s. He's just kidding, though. Aldous Havley says, ha ha ha. Indeed. Anyone remember the show Married with Children? And it was my first, I think, introduction to Terry Crews. And he's Damon Wayne's personal trainer. And he always used to go like, indeed. And he used to do the booby dance. Thanks for saying, nah, just saving right now. Yeah, I'm saving too. Trying to. Aldous Havley, thumbs up. Mrs. Planet Proud says, Dahmer, I'm worried Mrs. keeps watching it on repeat. Does says, have a riot. Oh, we shall. Megan Slattery says, I heard you hiccup. Did you? Oh, well, I'm glad 24 minutes ago you heard me hiccup. You didn't even say Gesundheit or whatever you're supposed to say. Messaging me, leave that for later. Omi Panda says, no. What are we knowing? I forget what I was talking about 24 minutes ago. Christmas says, what's good, family? Currently watching this and packing for New York Comic-Con now. Red Eye from LA Wednesday night. Let's go. Let's get this bread. I love this game. I'm so thankful that I'm going to see a bunch of people. I'll tell you all where to find me. A lot of times I'll be at the Veve and Marvel booth on Thursday and Friday, but I will be walking around. So be advised, guys. Like, I've been cosplaying for a number of years, and I know a lot of people like so there's going to be a bunch of people that'll be like, Randy, and they'll have no idea what Veve is. They'll have zero idea what Omi or Veve is. So I'll wear my Veve shirt one day. I don't know what to wear to these dinners. I don't know what to wear to these meetings that I have. I don't know, man. I don't think I have anything comfortable going. Maybe my Fallout Boy shirt. No, I don't know. Ever since I moved, I don't really have this could use a good ironing. Oh, I have laundry downstairs. I gotta put that over in the dryer. I gotta put that in the dryer too. Derek Morris says, everyone's always talking about when will we have millions of users, but will we actually? How long is that away? We will. We'll have hundreds of thousands of users next year. Millions will probably be in the 2024, 2025 area. But, I mean, millions. Alice Howard says, speculation on selling Veve. No one's talking about selling a Comey. If Disney bought and Omi became the Disney dollar. Yeah, they've been very, very loud about not selling Veve, but selling a Comey in the Veveverse. That's been conspicuously absent from their saying. So it's possible that those could be up for sale at some point. I'll try to ask them separately, see what type of different answers I get. Justin says, I bought fruit snacks from the store because first appearance Spider-Man was on them. Huzzah! Marketing at its best. This Planet Prophet says, yep, that would be great. Matt Smith, I don't like your Patriots photo. I was a Jets fan when I was younger, so, you know. You think it's wise to stack up on a bunch of lightsabers? And where do you see them in the future? Thanks. Yes. 100,000%. Yes. Yes. These are, yes. Yeah, they're, you know, the people, like, we're probably going to get a Luke Skywalker. We already have a Vader, but we didn't have his lightsaber. Probably going to get a Kylo Ren. We're probably, you know, probably going to get a Yoda, and you're going to probably have to put them in there. Like, so for Darth Vader's, just Darth Vader, you needed his TIE fighter. There needed to be a decent amount of TIE fighters, enough for each Darth Vader almost. So yeah, I believe that there will be a bunch of collectibles in the future. We're going to have a bunch of these lightsabers. That's one of the, like, how many millions of dollars are spent, billions are spent each year on those. Justin says, it's Orbin time. Steve Freelander says, Aldous Havley, great idea. Best idea I've heard. Me too. Mr. Planet Prophet says 50x in a week. That's a lot. I could picture a 10x in like a month. Bring us up to, I'd be, definitely well into millionaire territory again. Marvelous Pack says, I love that super chat idea. Oh, me too. Don Gwynn says, oh, me to the moon. This Pine Bravo says Vivi characters. We should ask Vivi for avatars. I I want them so badly. I don't know how much it would be to sell the real Randy Chavez IP. I don't know. I'd have to talk to people about that. Mr. Beast just turned down $1 billion for his. He said he might sell it for 10, so I offered him 10 billion. And Gary V's like, nah, fam, too little, you know. Mintalock says, yep, we'll be there Thursday. Nice. Of Chaos says, Vivi is the toy brand. Could you imagine? G Metals says, what up, Randy? Yo, what up, G Metals? I hope you're doing fine. Miss Spina Bravo says, Vivi is a shop at the moment, but if they make it, the brand will matter most. Agreed. And they will. Cat says, Lego and Funko don't partner with other toys. They get IP and produce their product just like Vivi does. True, but I think we could get other, like, there's Lego Mario. Why not get Lego Mario on Vivi? Vivi is the Lego of digital collectibles. It is. Miss Pine Prop says that's a good point. Agreed. Watch Any Praise says, Randy, first con coming up. What should I expect Friday at the Vivi booth? Have fun finding it. And I don't mean that as like, oh, good luck. I mean, like, have fun. Like, there's going to be... It's impossible to see everything in one day. Like, really see everything in one day because there's so much stuff. And that's not including the panels. Panels, you have to get in line hours and hours beforehand. Wear a diaper or just have a really strong bladder. There's so much stuff to do. If anyone's been to DesignerCon, God, I don't know, 70 times bigger than that, because you have a lot of going long ways and that way, and then you have the second floor on top of that, and then you have Artist Alley down below. It's absolutely wild, and there's a lot of, yeah, it's insane. So, but at the Marvel booth, there's going to be a bunch of iPads, and you're going to have, it's going to be logged into, they're all going to be logged into the Vivi app, and they're all going to have, like, oh, fantastic, or you're going to have Amazing Fantasy number 15, number 37 common. Like, they're going to have really insane mint numbers that you could only see there. Really cool. Alex isn't going to be there, but so Noah should be there, Reese should be there, Dave and Dan will be hopping around, at some point. So they'll probably have meetings a bunch of the week too. And they're going to want to try to enjoy the con. There's going to be people from Marvel there that are going to work with Vivi, just helping onboard users. I'll be there helping onboard users if they need it. San Diego Comic-Con, I think maybe I onboarded maybe 10 users. There wasn't a ton. There was there might be a little bit more this time just because New York, you have everyone going. It's going to be insane. We'll see. Lester Suarez says, I love you, Randy. You're a legend. I was going to go to New York City, but I had to miss out because of last-minute adjustments. I understand. I will see you either at the next one, at DesignerCon, anything in between. Paul Massel says, just got here. What's up with the thumbnail? What was the thumbnail? Forget. Let's take a look-see. Let's go on the Twitter, and let's take a look at the thumbnail that I posted. Oh, yeah, Insider Reward of the Week. Basically, Marvel is saying that if you're in Marvel Insider, before I get there, just have everyone smash that like button. Free way to help support the channel. But that is basically them going on and saying that if you are a Marvel Insider or you pay for that, it's possible that you get a free Red Skull, which is an ultra rare. It's pretty freaking sweet. So yeah. Bill Gardner says, why watch TV when there's Randy Vision? Darth Chaos is to the moon. Miss Ponder Prop says, smash that like button. Booth says, when anime on Vivi? Probably Q1 of next year. Maybe late this year, but I would say Q1 of next year is probably fair. Could be later, could be before, could be around there. Ooh. Omar Kasaje says, hi. Was watching Pawn Stars to learn more about books, and one episode showed an art that had a collab of Batman and Spider-Man crossover. It said this helped save Marvel back then. Very interesting. Yeah, Marvel did a lot of really cool crossovers. DC did a lot of really cool crossovers. Marvel had, or Spider-Man had one with Superman, and actually Spider-Man beat Superman in that fight, which is really cool. And Superman boxed Muhammad Ali once. I don't know who won with that. I think Captain America actually boxed Thor to a standstill. We're talking about boxing. Anyway, really, really fun times. Commas and zeros says hashtag Randanite. Thank you so much. Um, well, it has been an hour. I have answered all the questions. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for joining. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you. Oof. The light. Okay. Thank you all for joining. I love you all. I will try to stream tomorrow night. Maybe I'll stream with Foster. Who knows? It might be late at night though. I have a bunch of things going on tomorrow. We shall see. And I might not. I'll keep you all posted. Maybe I'll just be going live on the streets of New York. Who knows? I love you guys. Goodbye. Okay. Oh.